The cheapest electric dirt bike on TEMU is only $900, and it appears to be a knockoff of this much more expensive 2TO that can go nearly 40 miles an hour. It's a great wheelie trainer, and I think one of the best pit bikes for under $2,000. And this TEMU knockoff has even stolen their marketing and used like AI Photoshop to make it say slightly different things with slightly different logos. But if it is the same exact bike, just with a different logo on the box, then we have found the best deal on the internet for an electric pit bike.
3, 2, 1, go!
So curiosity really got the best of me, and I had to buy this thing. And initially I thought it was going to be $1,000, but you see, when you're shopping on TEMU, there's this whole lottery thing that pops up, and don't get too distracted by it because you get the best thing on it every single time. But it said that I would get $100 and some sent straight to my PayPal if I made this purchase. And I'm still new to TEMU, so I was thinking that that absolutely was not going to happen. But sure enough, a few days later after making my purchase, I had the bike and the money in my PayPal account, which brought the price of this bike down to $900, which is absolutely nuts if it is indeed a carbon copy of the 2TO. But we won't know for sure until we unbox this thing and drive it, so let's find out.
And 2 days later, I get this on my doorstep. I kid you not, 2 days. I came into this with an existing theory. It's about $500 off, right? What if it is a 2TO, but it just has a smaller motor? Does it look the same? I mean, it looks exactly the same. No way. Wow. What the heck? How is this possible? Normally when something's too good to be true, it is indeed too good to be true. But this is exactly how these came. Same tire size, same sprocket. The battery is the same size, plugged in the same exact way. The controller looks the same, but $500 cheaper. Percentage-wise, that is a huge discount. Okay, I might be onto something. It just keeps looking like the same exact thing. And even if the motor's different, if the battery is the same, we could probably make this thing even upgraded compared to the 2TO solely, like for way less than just buying the 2TO. We are about to find out. So the front tire is a Shamico, as is the real 2TO. Let's see if the charger is the same. Yup. The fenders. It's not packaged as well as the 2TO, I give them that. Between those two, I could have saved enough to buy a whole entire other one of these. Same. Pit bike. That's different. Wouldn't it be funny if the manual just said 2TO right on it? The Wish 01. Here are the specs. They're all more impressive than how it was listed on TEMU. Exterior, everything exactly the same. So we're about to have 2 moments of truth if this is worth buying or not. 1, is the battery the same? And 2, is the motor the same? I'll just notice that while I'm driving it. Now, fresh out of my untuned bike. Oh man, this is, no way. 4828D, 4828D. It's exactly the same, guys. Guarantee you the motor's the same too. TEMU probably just figured out some weird way to import them without tariffs or something. I don't even know. That's crazy. Or they're just willing to pocket way less money than 2TO is. I genuinely thought that the battery was going to be different. A lot of times it's how you make a bike cheaper because it's one of the more expensive parts. I found the first real difference. It's aesthetic, but still, this one does not come with a number plate like the real one. And it does come with your fork covers pre-installed. You need to do that yourself with the 2TO. And these little bolts that hold on your support here on your handlebars were loose at the bottom of the box.
Which of course wasn't a great sign, but for $600 off, I'll take it any day.
I found another difference here. This hardware is a Phillips, which is genuinely not as good as these Allens. And this is black, so it blends in better. And you can see that the number plate does kind of block quite a bit of ugliness. So I'm gonna zip tie this, make it look as clean as I can, and then we gotta throw on the foot pegs, and then we just really gotta ride it and see if it feels the same. And I would bet big money that it is, but we don't know until we try, because the TEMU listing did say that this only goes 20 miles an hour and has 750 watts. With that battery, and the manual itself said 3,000 peak, I kinda doubt it. I think we're gonna go over 20 in this thing. The 2TO has these actually halfway decent steel pegs, and this, I think, is aluminum. It's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but what it does mean is if you were to hit this on a rock or something, it would break instead of bend. The frame's still aluminum, that's good. The wheels are still steel. I'm not going to put the fenders on because they're very weak and, in my opinion, very ugly. So, our rear brake needs to be bled. And we need to tighten the throttle. These all have the same brake, and the bleeder goes straight up, which isn't nice because you don't want to get brake fluid on your brakes. It's slippery. Why do they do that?
While we wait for this battery to charge, I want to show you the bigger, faster bike by 2TO called the ICT.
All right. So I used to not have that much interest in this type of bike, and then I saw this video. And of course, changed my mind. I really only care about one thing. I'm already seeing some pretty meaty hydraulic brakes.
The bike was really simple to set up, and my camera died halfway through, so I can't show you the whole process, but this is what it looks like when you're done. Really quality, and the throttle is a twist, and it is gradual, which I much prefer to the thumb switch throttles on these pedal assisted bikes, or the just on off switch ones. This one feels like a dirt bike, in that if you only give it 20% throttle, you're only getting 20% of the power. This thing is really fast, the fastest pedal assisted bike I've ever used, but I'm 6 foot tall and it just feels too small for me, and there's no way to adjust the seat. You can see it's kind of motorcycle style, not bicycle post style where I could just raise it a couple inches. So it's not really for me, but it's really fast, and if you are getting in trouble for wheeling on the street, this thing is probably going to draw a little less attention as it does have pedals. But the battery's charged on the TEMU bike, so let's finally see if this thing is a carbon copy of a 2TO or a janky knockoff.
I have both bikes totally charged. This one's completely unmodified. Tire pressure is at 20 in all these tires. There couldn't be a more fair race. We're going to drag race them here in this abandoned cul-de-sac and see if there's any noticeable acceleration difference with the bikes, and then we're gonna hit the trail and test top speed. Three, two, one, go! I think I got the jump. They're exactly the same. No difference at all. Wow. I can't believe that. I thought maybe there's a controller tune difference or like a top speed difference. I don't know. Go. They couldn't be closer. Oh man, that's too good.
Same bike, different sticker.
Yep. Wow. Wow. All right, time for a bit of a top speed run. I'm gonna start the same exact spot on both bikes. I chose this way because it's slightly downhill, starting with the 2TO, still at full battery, sport mode. Here we go. 15, 20, 25, 30, 32, 33 before I had to slow down for the corner. All right, I'm going to the same exact spot with the Kugu, and we'll see if we do go the same exact speed. Here we go, same spot, sport mode, full battery. 15, 20, 25, 28. Are we going a little faster here? 33? Same exact speed. Woo! We have the same exact speed, 33 on both bikes, and we hit 33 at the exact same spot.
Next, I wanted to do some wheelies back and forth to make sure they have the same amount of torque.
Okay, you can see I was letting the wheel fall down, and then I'm feeling how gradually the torque picks it back up, because that's ultimately, if you're getting this thing to learn wheelies, that's what's going to make learning wheelies a lot easier, is that torque curve to get you back up. Now these aluminum foot pegs do feel quite different. I think the 2TOs are better, but they're not 500 bucks better. Huh. They aren't any different. There's no difference at all. This one doesn't come with a number plate, and maybe they just forgot to package mine. And you get these fancy checker flags on your swing arm. So, you know, if you're willing to have checker flags on your swing arm and save 500 bucks, this is the way, right here. I can't believe it. I guess let's tune this thing, huh? Hit the trail, see how fast we can really go? This is the Far Driver tuner. You get one of these for 30 bucks. They're on eBay, Amazon. And all you have to do is right here, behind your controller, you can see there's a little port. This is just set up for you to do this straight up. So then you're plugged in, you turn it on, and you can see your Bluetooth. There it is. I just tuned it. What? You didn't think I could wheelie? So I don't notice anything in the low end torque like I did. Actually, you know what? It is a little better. I'll give them that, it's a little better. Yeah, you know what? This tune actually does launch harder. It actually is a noticeable difference. I'm still only gonna hit 33 by the corner though. 34. I need to find a spot that's straight for longer is what I need. 30. I mean, maybe if I was going in a straight line forever, I'd see a higher top speed, but I kind of doubt it. All right, now we're going to the trail. Let's see if we can't open this thing up a little more. Since we've done the same amount of distance on both bikes, we can see how the batteries feel when we get back, but I didn't bleed this brake, so it's a little bit scarier doing wheelies on this one. I've got some bad news. By the time I edited this video, this bike was completely removed from TEMU, and then I looked directly for Kugu, and all I could find is scooters, even when I went directly to their website. So currently, the best price to get this bike is still directly from Tutio using the code EDWIN for $10 off. All you guys commented on the last video, let's get them to do a better deal. And I sent them that message, and they still would only give me $10 off. Same with the ICT, so I mean that's something, but I will update the link in the description to this bike if I ever find it for this price again or ever find it on TEMU again. It really makes me think that this bike was a complete knockoff and they weren't actually allowed to sell this, at least in the United States, because it is completely gone from the internet. So if I got a little bit faster on the edit, I would have totally got it out in time for you guys to scoop up this bike for a fraction of the price, because apparently deals like this don't last for long. But I did get a code for $110 off the new ETM RTR Lite. The Lite is the same chassis as the RTR, but has a little bit less power, top speed of 45 miles an hour, and a range of 20 miles. So still puts the Tutio to shame in every single way, and with the code OLDING5, it gets it down to almost $2,000. I have a video on this bike coming out really soon, and I have a video for its big brother right here. Thanks for watching, and shout out to my first channel members. You guys are all legends. I can't wait to make some exclusive content for you and live streams in the future.